Analyzing.
There seems to be a hidden message among these skeletal remains. Excellent. There's a device from King Deshrat's civilization in this gravesite. I'll transmit the information over and project it for everyone to see.
Hello there, welcome to the stream. Subscribe to our YouTube channel for more. Thank you, smiling
However,
face with
under
Halo.
the circumstances, I'd prefer you to see this for yourself. You'll understand after watching it.
Civilization is born of knowledge, but so too can knowledge be its demise. A disaster caught us unaware. It was knowledge that did not belong to this world. King Deshrat brought this forbidden knowledge into our world, and it quickly spread like a plague. People's minds were filled with crazed whispers. Dark gray scales spread across their bodies. Even the land was stripped of its vigor. Only a desperate, deathly silence remained. Were it not for Greater Lord Rukkhadevata from the forests, the damage would have been irreversible. She summoned the priests to build temples and infused into them the divine power of life. The disaster was miraculously tempered, and the embers of our civilization were preserved in Aru village. Alas, the miracle could not last. As long as forbidden knowledge continued to exist, it would forever blight this world. In the end, the proud king of the desert, my eternal lord, chose to sacrifice himself. I have spent my whole life since guarding one of these many temples. But now, my duty is coming to an end. As I close my eyes for the final time, the sight of that noble deity will appear in my vision once more. In helping King Deshrat to eradicate forbidden knowledge, she exhausted her strength, and her form became that of a small child. How strange. Now that I think of her, I no longer have any fear of death, for I sense that the spirit of life will abide with me during my eternal sleep. Children of the desert, cling no longer to past grievances, but hold tight to the memory of this act of benevolence.
Welcome back.
Yeah, welcome. I mean, hi.
The priest's memories.
No, impossible.
Greater Lord Rukkhadevata. So the former Dendro Archon and King Deshrat were never enemies at all.
But this doesn't make any sense. The Dendro Archon's followers, they're clearly...
Was that the former Dendro Archon? She became so tiny in the end.
You might be distrustful of the Akasha, but there's no reason for you to doubt King Deshrat's technology. You've just witnessed his priest's last words.
I've never heard about any of this before.
What about CUNO? People say something about his jokes.
Yeah, I don't know. I haven't seen. I haven't heard any of his jokes actually. Let's see. Maybe he'll tell some jokes.
The all but total annihilation of our civilization. It was all Greater Lord Rukkhadevata's doing.
Are you kidding
We
me?
saw her as nothing more than a traitor.
Oh.
Who stabbed us in the back in our moment of crisis. Just like us humans. Fighting, feuding, double-crossing each other to survive in the desert.
Lol.
You were blinded by your prejudice.
If I hadn't seen this for myself, if I hadn't witnessed his last words with my own eyes, ears, and heart, how could I ever begin to accept this? The truth is so far from what I've always known. Am I really supposed to believe that after all these years, all this time,
Sakura tree in desert?
suddenly
Thinking
now
face.
my enemy is my savior?
That's not Sakura tree.
Ramon,
That's
enough.
where they believe
Give it a
that
rest.
King
You're starting to
Deshrat
make a
is
fool
dead.
of yourself.
So something like
Tia,
Sakura
tell
tree
me,
might be. We
my
might have to
Eremites
give
and I,
something I
what are
forgot
we even
regarding
fighting
Inazuma.
for?
Like somewhat like Inazuma type. Who knows? And she fell asleep again. It's good
Hey,
though.
how you doing?
I'll live. Thanks. I should probably go. Can't just stay here forever.
What's your
Thank
next
you.
move gonna be?
Oh, I know what you're going to ask. I feel deeply ashamed of everything I've done. You'll get everything you're asking for. But please, give me some time. After everything that's happened here today, somehow I need to explain it to the others.
It's not gonna be easy.
Well, I guess that's for me to deal with. This is where our camp's located. Make a note of it.
Okay.
When would be a good time for us to go?
Tomorrow, I'll convince everyone that we're all on the same side. And I'll return every last one of your your village keepers. We'll share our other resources with you too.
Thank you.
You seem to finally understand that our true enemy is the sages.
Yes. The gods never gave up on anyone. It's the people responsible for all this that need to face the consequences of their actions.
That must have been rough. But he seems to have figured things out now.
Ramon's no
I am
fool.
always amazed with
Being a leader
characters'
of your own
hairstyle.
faction in the desert is no
Oh, it
easy
feels
feat.
when they in front of
It's
you
too
all
bad
the
he was
time.
held back by his belief in
Thinking
King
face.
Deshrat. But now that that's changed, I guess we have a few more people on our side.
Well, I like their hairstyle a lot though. And if you see that the Japanese, in according to the anime, those who are much, most of them have braids in their hair, just like Deha. I don't know why she has, but yeah, most of the girls do have braids,
The outcome,
right?
at least, is
And
favorable.
their hairstyles also.
She could go
But I
and
don't know about the real life though.
have a proper meal and a nice long sleep.
Yeah, go to sleep.
We'll need all our energy tomorrow.
He is thinking something.
We're leaving.
Bye bye.
Stop yelling.
And the dark sun. I forgot I didn't read the name. Before that, I wanna investigate something actually. Is it not working in? I don't think we'll have to come over here, but
Shine down!
let's take a photo. Completing the quest. Okay.
Why don't you take pick from menu? Thinking face.
Menu? From where? Here or here? Let's go to the hideout.
Menu first option.
This one?
Look camera icon.
Nah, leave it. It's okay to take some screenshots, you know. Really, it's okay.
Raman, we're here.
Everything's been arranged. Someone will bring the village keepers back to Aru village shortly.
Okay,
I
I
guess
really
all
need
I
to
can say
talk to
now
someone
is
actually in that.
thanks for agreeing to help.
That
God,
grandpa,
don't mention
I need
I think we can both agree
I need
you
an
went to
ancient
hell
key.
and back for it. But we share a common cause now.
Let's see
From
if we
here
can
on
get
out,
the key.
we're allies.
Okay.
Where are the perpetrators?
I'll bring you to them. Follow me.
Close that option. Remove unwanted icons from screen.
So these are the people who kidnapped the village keepers.
Oh no, it's the scribe!
There's no need to yell. No one can help you now.
Lol.
We've been all over the desert trying to find you!
That's right.
And there he comes.
General Mahamatra? No, no! Make it quick, please! Swift and painless!
Lol.
Whoa. The moment they set eyes on Sino, they turn pale like they've seen a ghost!
You should have known that I would be coming for you.
Wait, we were just following orders. You know what I'm talking about, right? There's no way we could have done all this by ourselves.
Who knows?
Not Sino. He's gonna tear us limb from limb.
I
They
could
should
do
do.
worse.
Please have mercy.
Start talking. Otherwise, I'll have to resort to other
Paimon annoying.
methods.
So, your superiors have kept you quite busy recently. Why? What are they?
They, wanted to extract canned knowledge.
Don't play dumb. You know what I'm really asking. They extract divine canned knowledge. Then what?
I really don't know how to explain it.
Well, you better start talking or you'll be sorry!
You don't want to make things any more difficult for yourself, do you?
If you remove dialogue of Paimon, game would have ended in first 2 months since release. Face rolling on the floor laughing.
Lol.
Face rolling on the floor laughing.
Why?
Be my guest.
This is trying to create a new god, aren't they?
Uh-huh. That sure didn't sound like a fancy metaphor or anything. You're serious, aren't you?
The
How did
answer.
you know?
There's no use hiding it now. Yes, you're right. The academia is working on an important and potentially world-changing project. They are creating a new god. A god that will belong to them and to the people of Sumeru.
Yeah,
It may
we know
seem
that.
as if Sumeru's academics are thriving, but ever since the death of Greater Lord Rukkhadevata, scholarly breakthroughs have been few and far between. The withering of Irminsul has been getting worse recently. The sages have tried everything they could think of, but nothing's worked. I'm always hearing them say things like, if only Greater Lord Rukkhadevata was still with us.
Continue.
And then, someone from the Fatui showed up. They called him the Doctor. He brought a gnosis and said he wanted to borrow the Academia's research facilities. The Doctor was previously expelled from the Academia. At first, the sages looked down at him in disdain. But when he said those words, everyone's expression changed. He asked them, "Do you wish to create a god?"
This is what the arrogant ignorance at the extreme end of academia looks like.
First, the Academia spent a long time constructing a divine vessel, which was based on an exquisite humanoid puppet. After that, they harvested dreams via the Zeb-Zerus Festival Samsara, maximizing the Akasha's output. With the Doctor's help, and the Akasha now functioning at maximum efficiency, they were able to use it to extract the power from the Gnosis and convert it into a divine core. Next, they decided that their new god needed to possess divine wisdom. For that to happen, they needed a huge
Don't forget to subscribe to our channel. Thank you, smiling face with Halo.
But how do you determine whether the knowledge extracted is of divine origin?
Call it an educated guess? The Academia has been trying to figure out the exact source of the Scholar's madness for centuries, but nobody can explain the cause of this phenomenon. Surely you can see what that implies. If it's knowledge no mortal can comprehend...
You must have noticed by now. The Academia doesn't